Greetings once again, and thank you so much for allowing me to come into your space. My name is Francis Wairicu, and I'm so glad that I can share a few thoughts with you today. And today I want us to share on the subject of expectation. You see, expectations are things that each one of us has. We have expectations in life, things that are going to happen to us, and at times even things that are going to happen to other people. And these expectations are desires that we may have on how things need to move. Like, for example, we expect that people are going to return our favors, that once we have shown them favors in the past, that they're going to return our favors. At times, we expect that people are going to appreciate us. We expect that people are going to arrive on time when we give them an appointment. People are going to be nice to us. People are going to be honest with us. But we get to realize that these things uh, don't happen the way we expect them to happen because not everybody is honest with us, not everybody is nice to us, not everybody has our interests in their minds for us. And so you realize that the expectations that even a spouse can have towards the other spouse, that they will expect them to remember their birthdays, their special days, their anniversaries without fail. And when this doesn't happen, it begins to cause some frustration and disappointment. Somebody thinks that a particular person doesn't think about them, doesn't care about them. And this means that we have begun, when we have too many expectations, it tells us that we have begun to focus on how the world is supposed to be. We set rules for people, we set rules for the world on how it's going to operate. But then we can get to realize that the world does not go by our rules. The world does not follow the rules that we have set. And therefore, we need to get to a place where we realize that some things will not happen the way we thought they are going to happen. And so we need to begin to demand less and change our expectations into something else. We can make our expectations to become preferences. We can make our expectations become intentions. We can make our expectations become something more milder than making demands on people on how they need to live and how they need to relate with us and begin to have those preferences. Now, if I can take a lesson from creation, creation gave us the birds of the air, the animals in the fields, they gave us the fish in the water. Human beings came, and there were trees in the fields. And during creation, the trees that were created had seed in them. And these seeds are in the fruit that the tree has brought forth. And so you realize that one fruit may have about 20 seeds. And you may ask yourself this question: why do we need 20 seeds in every fruit when the trees that we need to plant are not as many as the seeds that are there? And that's a very important lesson that we need to realize. And this is a lesson about expectation, because we expect that every seed, every one of those 20 seeds are going to germinate. Every one of those 20 seeds are going to come and become a tree, and they're going to bear much fruit and more fruit. But the truth of the matter is that not all seeds grow. Not all seeds get to germinate. Not all seeds are going to become a tree. Not all seeds are going to become a fruit bearing tree. And so, what does that teach us? It teaches us that you need to do something more than once. Maybe you need to attend several interviews before you can get that one job that you're looking for. Maybe you need to interview about 50 people, 20 people before you can get that good employee that you're looking for your company, your organization, your department. You may need to interview very many people before you get that one person. If you're a salesman and you're selling products, if your expectation is that whenever you speak to somebody, you're going to close a sale, then you're going to be very frustrated. You're going to be very disappointed because at times you may find yourself talking to 50 people before you can sell one of those products. And especially if it's a product that is not in very high demand. And you see, at times you also need to realize that even friends don't come easy. You may meet a few or several acquaintances before you can locate that special friend, that friend who is going to be very close to you, closer than a brother, a friend who will have your interests at heart. And so the, the thing here is that we need to get to a point where we turn and convert our expectations into intentions. We need to be intentional about the things that we do. We need to have preferences. There are people who have a rainy day in the morning and they have mood swings and their day is spoiled just because their expectation was that it's going to be sunny. And so when we have preferences, we can tell ourselves that I expect that that person will be honest with me. But if they're not, then it's okay. I expect people to be nice to me, but what if they become rude? Is my day going to be spoiled? And so you need to make a decision on how your expectations are going to be managed. Turn them into preferences. Yeah, you prefer that it's going to be sunny on a particular day, but if it rains, it's still okay. Let it not spoil your day. And therefore, we need to realize that the expectations that we have are good, but don't put a demand on people on how they're going to behave, on how they're going to live their life. At times, you may make those demands, but you end up getting more frustrated than before. My name is Francis Wairicu, and I'm so glad that I could share those thoughts with you once again. Have a good day. Have a good time.